today's picture goes out to my little buddy Eliana. This one's dedicated to you. If you do have any suggestions or requests, feel free to message me. If you have any special requests for drawings or art projects that we can work on together, just let me know. So this one is going to be a little surprise. You can guess what it is. We're going to start with an oval shape first. And we're going to do a line across the middle. It's going to kind of almost look like a football shape. And once you figure it out, then you can actually add different elements to it yourself. We're going to add some little eyes. And then we're going to do, it's going to look almost like the letter L, like a capital L. Or a V even. So you're going to do one line out and one line down. It's going to be kind of sharp, but then you can make it thicker. We're going to do another one out and down. Alright, if you can tell, we are making a crab. Okay, and if you've ever seen one, or if maybe some of you even own like a little hermit crab or something, take a look at it next time and see how many different legs a crab has. I've been seeing different ones, either they have 6 or 8 legs, so let me know which one is accurate, which if it's a crab or which type of crab I guess has 8 legs and what kind of crab has 6 legs. So we're gonna make some legs coming out. And if you have a crab, take a look at it real close if you can, not too close that it pinches you, but take a closer look at it so you can see actually what it looks like, and you can make your picture much more accurate than mine. All right, we're gonna make the little pinchers up here, the claws. We're gonna kind of make it come up and make an oval shape. We'll make these ones real pointy. Alright, and then we'll make one on this side. This one is sort of looks more realistic than cartoon. However, oh, I forgot a leg over here. We'll make another one. We'll make this one. Yeah, we'll make a nice big claw. You can make it kind of funny, silly if you want, or if you would like to make it more realistic, you can do that too. All right, then we'll add in some shadows here. Okay. Yeah, and you can even Google a real life picture of a crab if you don't have one. You could Google one to get more realistic parts of it. We're gonna add some colors here though now. Got my watercolor. You can use markers if you have markers, or you can use crayons. Whatever you've got on hand. If I can find my watercolor brush. All right. We'll make this one a fun colored one. Some bright colors. When you're painting with watercolor, you really want to be patient and just take your time. Fill in the lines. If you pencil out your design like this, you just want to fill in your lines very carefully, but don't do it with such a rush because the colors do bleed together. Now, if you want them to bleed together, it creates a nice effect. However, sometimes you don't always want them to bleed together. You can even add in some shadows then. We'll use a brown underneath to add shadows. And kind of give it a little bit of texture looking. You can do yours differently if you want it much more cleaner lines. I kind of like this watercolor texture. All right. Then we're gonna add in some sand underneath. So I'm gonna use a bigger brush and a light brown color. Make a sand color or like a dirt color. Okay. You can even draw in, if you want to go back and draw, we could add even some little shells here in the background. We'll make it look like a hermit crab shell, which kind of looks, we'll start maybe, we'll give it like an oval shape. It's okay if it's kind of rough too, because it'll be behind the scenes. But it's almost, what kind of shape is this? Kind of like a cone shape. Oh, I ran out of paper space. Then you kind of make your design of the shell, so it'll make it a swirly one. We'll pretend that's where this crab came out of, his little shell home. Okay. And our shell, we're gonna make our shell maybe a grayish color. Gray, and then we'll add even some little like brownish, goldish tones. We'll add some tones to it, different spots maybe. Polka dots. Because shells, sometimes they have those designs in them too. And even while it's still wet like this, it kind of adds different textures to it too, which is nice. So there we go. And then add in some shadows here again in the sand. So I would use maybe even a darker brown, or a gray would be fine too, but a dark brown looks nice to blend in with these colors. Okay, so there you've got that. We can add in even some more, we'll add some more details. I'm just gonna let this part dry at least a little bit, but then we're gonna add in the sky. So we're gonna use the bigger brush again, and I'm gonna get some blues, some different blues to add in here into our sky. Start off lightly first, and we're gonna make it look kind of like clouds, so I don't want it to be totally flat. If it's totally flat, that's very rare that it'll be completely like a plain sky. So you can add a little bit of levels to it. So it looks like it's some clouds. Fill in all these cracks. I'm gonna do it lightly first, and then I'll go back and add some darker tones into the sky, but especially around the edges I kind of want it to be lighter so that it doesn't look too terrible. Oh, some of this red is still wet, so it's bleeding a little bit. Go. And you can leave some empty white spaces too, because then that looks like clouds. All right, I'm gonna let it dry a little bit, but I am gonna add in some different shades of blue, some even like purple or tones to be our sky. Because I kind of want to add it, maybe make it look like it's maybe sunset a little bit, or that there's different tones. Not super dark, but just that there's some dimension in the sky. You can even add it darker towards the bottom so it looks like it's lower and farther away. And there you go. This is our basic, very basic crab drawing and painting, and feel free to add in other things that you would like to. Don't limit yourself, but you can add in any other things. If you want to add even little other little crabs or a little one next to it, that is totally fine. And then when you're done, just upload it to our Google Classroom, and I can't wait to see what you all create. Have a great day.